Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I'm using the Blocked and Blessed Oracle deck, a sassy Oracle deck for modern times. I love this deck. Tough love, loud laughs, and real... Oh, you can't even see it. Tough love, loud laughs, and real growth. It's just kind of fun. I like it. You know, it's kind of a cheeky way to look at our little energetic check-ins. So, that being said, I have 3 piles ready here, and we're going to dig into this. So pile number 1, your card of focus. And we're going to use the Tarot of the Ruins. Got a little bit of sunlight coming in. I love that. Pile number 2. This is your card of focus. And we're going to use the Golden Wheel Tarot. Pile number 3. This is your card of focus. And we're going to use the pulp deck here. So please feel free to pause and ponder, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome, pile number 1, and your card of focus is half your problems equal sleep deprivation. Okay? You don't need a sign, you need a nap. I love this card, and I am loving naps these days. So it's what it says at the bottom here is sass, right? Sass as in sassy, I do believe. Recharge and nap culture. All right, get some rest. You're spinning your wheels out on something, okay? Half your problems equal sleep deprivation. What is keeping you up at night? This gives me this real sort of 9 of Swords energy, right? And I love that it is the advice, the suggestion of this card is to recharge yourself, right? Nap culture. I love nap culture. Okay, let's dig into this. So something's bugging you, keeping you up at night. I feel you. I have a couple of those things myself, so I definitely resonate with this pile. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. It is a beautiful day here. I did have to fix the curtain. It was too much glare on the cards. But after this, I am going to go outside. I'm so excited. Anyway, I want to remind everyone that this is a general reading for the collective. It is not a one-on-one. Flex that discernment muscle. Build your intuition stronger and stronger. And let's see what you got going on here, all right? Oh, 3 of Swords. Okay, right out of the gate, 3 of Swords. This is heartache. You've had your heart broken. Something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, right? And you're spinning your wheels on it. Kind of like, you know, you get in an argument with someone and then later on you can't sleep because you're thinking of all the things that you should have said or you wanted to say, but you didn't think of it in the moment, right? So this is the kind of thing that keeps us up at night. So the threes are also cards of mastery, right? So you are learning to understand the heartache in your world. You are learning, you know, that this is something that happens. This is just something that happens in this journey of having a human experience, right? Now, the tricky part with this heartbreak card, having your heartbroken card, is not to let it dictate who you are. Okay, this doesn't define who you are as a person. It's just something that you went through. All right. It's real easy to turn heartache and heartbreak into a part of our story, right? And the more that it becomes part of our story, the more this kind of stuff happens to us. We draw that energy to us. So it's time to walk away from this. So there's something about heartache, heartbreak for you showing up right now. Remember, half your problems equal sleep deprivation. You need some sleep. All right? Some real sleep, not spinning your wheels. In your energy, the Star card. Okay? So to me, whatever this issue is that's keeping you up at night was something that you wished and dreamed for. It was a desire of yours. Maybe it had to do with your guiding light, your North Star. But it feels like you thought it was the one, the thing that was going to give you what it was that you needed to move forward, what you wanted, what you desired, all those things. So this is in your energy. So there's definitely something you're looking for, right? But the nature of this reading is you've had your heart broken over and over again. Keep in mind, okay, there is something fresh and new coming in. There's a message of good luck, of love, of magic, of all those things. Okay? The Page of Cups typically to me seems to be scrying into some sort of cup, whether it's of water. This is like magical, sparkly stuff, right? But the page brings in a message of love. Like I said, love, magic, good news, fun. Okay, so there is something coming in, all right? Something coming in. I feel like maybe in your sleep deprivation, you're questioning your wishes, dreams, and desires because of all of this heartache around it. This Page of Cups showing up says don't give up on it, okay? Stay with it. Recharge. Find your sass, right? Take a nap. Maybe it's time to let something go, right? Let it go. It doesn't define you. It doesn't define you. It doesn't define you. And that's important. Under that Three of Swords, we have the Tower. Yeah. So these heartbreaks, heartaches that have been going on over here in the nature of, they rocked your world because you thought the situation, the person, the situation, the whatever it is in your, realm, you thought it was the one. You thought it was the thing that was going to get you to the next step, or you thought it was a goal. Okay, it wasn't. This Tower is coming in to clear the slate. It wasn't meant for you. It wasn't the right one. It just means there's something better. All right, you're still meant to move forward. So you built a foundation based on your wishes, dreams, desired, and you kept hitting this roadblock of heartache, heartbreak, being let down, being hurt, right? It's because it wasn't for you. This Tower is coming in to realign you, okay, with your North Star. Coming into, sorry, my kitty's being naughty. Please don't mess up. Thank you. He likes to play with the decks, and then they go all over the place. Hi. So anyway, it's coming. If you're not already sort of in it right now, but I think what it's going to do is just shift you, right? It's going to shake you out of this sort of sleep deprivation. And I think it's going to bring you back into alignment with your star. It is, because look at what else is in your energy, the Ace of Wands. This is your wake-up call. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I love this card. Look at it. Gorgeous energy here. This is creativity, passion. It's going to reignite the fire within you. This is a new beginning with a reignited fire, right? You're going to reignite your passion for something. You're going to reignite your passion for this star here, for your wishes, dreams, and goals. But it's going to take this Tower, right? So that you can rebuild a foundation that is in alignment with who you are now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Under that Page of Cups, you have the Four of Wands. Okay, this is a milestone marker. This is crossing a finish line. It's an achievement that you've been working towards, okay? It's also, some people say a card, it's a party card, a card of union, partnerships, that kind of thing. But it is also, like I said, the party card. Now, when the Four of Wands shows up, there's usually some sort of invitation to like a community event, a celebration, that kind of thing. And typically there's someone at that event who's going to be important to you as your path moves forward. Now, the trick is if you get an invitation to go do something, go, right? But leave the expectations at home. Don't go with an agenda. Don't go looking for that person. Just go and embrace that sort of party spirit, celebration spirit, and have fun without trying to influence or control outcomes. Yeah, there's something good coming for you, right? This heartache stuff is going to be a thing of the past. You, my friend, are going to get some rest. You're just having this huge shift right now, and it's an internal shift. This is you coming back to you. We've had a lot of those readings lately. You have the Ace of Swords coming. This Tower is going to bring in clarity, truth, dignity. It's going to like wipe away fear, doubt, and confusion. This is a new beginning with honor for you. This is honoring yourself. Maybe in these situations that caused all of this heartache, you weren't honoring yourself, right? Maybe you were giving everything to the other person, to the other situation, to the other events, to the other groups, whoever or whatever, to a place, you know? Maybe you were. Maybe that's why you're exhausted, because you weren't filling up your own cup, you were filling everybody else's. You got a huge truth coming in here. You got the wakey card. This is your wake-up call. It's your bonk on the head stick, right? With the Ace of Wands, and now you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah. You are about to have some fierce clarity, my friend, and you're going to be able to realign. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Oh my gosh, yes. In your energy, the world says you are completing a cycle. You are completing a karmic cycle. Good for you. It's in your energy. You already know that something's coming to an end. The world is also a time to take a pause and just enjoy the rewards and successes of completing a cycle, because that's no small feat. That's a big deal. Okay? Especially with this, where you're coming through all of this sort of heartache, you know, to get to the finish line. All right, taking a break, nap culture. Love the nap culture. Good for you. Good for you. Under that Four of Wands, we have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, there's a lot of curiosity and ambition with this fresh energy coming in, right? It's also kind of about a vantage point, right? Getting a better vantage point. Getting to a better vantage point where you can really look around and see things with some truth and clarity, right? This is keep in mind with the Ace of Swords. It's also a card of being vigilant, which means when you slip into, because you may have been telling yourself erroneous stories about this heartache, heartbreak, right? We talked about how sometimes it can become a narrative. So the Page of Swords is important because when you find yourself slipping into that narrative, this page, this energy is what's going to call you out on your own stuff. It's going to be like, hold on, let's hop back into the truth of it. Hold on. Okay, there's some truth to what you're saying, but let's look at the bigger picture, right? Because we don't let these things define who we are. They're just things that happen, right? So this Page of Swords, this energy is going to be important for you moving forward. Definitely moving forward. Yeah, you are moving through some energy that's been really hard. And I feel you. It's exhausting. Four of Cups coming up. This is a card of awareness, right? There's something in your orbit that you're not seeing yet. Right now, the cups are of the emotions. Cups are of love, happiness, joy. So there's something in your orbit that you're not quite switched onto yet. Probably because of that Three of Swords over there. Maybe you're afraid to look at it. Maybe you know it's there subconsciously. Maybe you're afraid to look. Don't give up. Don't give up. You are crossing a finish line. You are reaching a milestone marker. Take the time to go and celebrate if you are invited to any sort of community event or function, right? And just go have fun. Just go have fun. We have the King of Wands coming up, which I'm going to put it here, and I love that he's pointing at that party card. So I think that's confirmation for sure that you're going to get an invitation to something. Okay, now the King of Wands is the rule breaker. I love the King of Wands. If you've seen my readings before, you know that I am so in love with the King of Wands. This is that fiery, juicy energy that is so confident and so independent. You can make your own way to your dreams and goals, right? Maybe you've been listening to what everybody else is saying, listening to, oh, you have to do it this way. Oh, you have to do it that way. Why are you doing this? Why, you know? There's a lot of judgment out there, and some of that judgment comes from ourselves, okay? This is the energy of do it your way, because your way is the right way, okay? Take the time to celebrate. Be fiery and juicy. Be independent. Be that trailblazer, right? Be that outlaw. Not in a bad way. Like, don't go shooting up a bank or something, but, you know, but be that outlaw, because they live on the fringe of what society says we have to be like. And yet they are very successful, very passionate, very creative, right? This is about you reigniting, right? Reigniting. Let me adjust my light. There's a bit of a glare that's making me a little nuts there. There we go. Reigniting that fire with this Ace of Wands coming up. And getting back to the core of your wishes, dreams, whatever, with the Star card, right? Reignite that King of Wands. That now it's possible that King of Wands is someone that's going to come in, right? Regardless of the gender, change genders as needed, but it is an energy that maybe is going to be at this event over here that you're getting invited to, pointing right at it, right? Pointing right at it. I like it. Oh my gosh, the sun is coming out for you. The sun takes away all the shadows. Everything is bright and beautiful. Life force energy. Brightest card in the deck. This is meant for you. This is very, very karmic, okay? This is very, very karmic. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card, okay? This is you shedding the old and making room for the new. This is a death and rebirth for you. You're leaving things behind that no longer serve you. Okay, you're leaving behind the narrative around that Three of Swords. And I love it because that means you have room to expand. We leave behind what we don't need. We expand into the space that was there with positivity and possibilities and magic and love and all the juicy goodness that we want in our world. We make room for it. Okay? Pile number 1, this is your message. I don't even want to leave. The energy is just beautiful here. So yeah, think about nap culture, okay? Get some rest, right? Maybe you're a little too serious about something. There are good things coming. Accept that invitation, okay? And go and just have fun. Be spontaneous. Something good's going to come out of it. Okay, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up button if it resonates with you at all. Share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 2, and our card of focus is Law of Attraction ain't law of laziness. Oh yeah. Stop calling it manifesting. It's just daydreaming. So this card is about fantasy and fantasizing a world that you want to live in. We're going to talk about action. actionable steps, inspired action, and we're going to have a reality check. Okay, I see this all the time, and I have been guilty of this myself. You know, people say if you want something, put it out there and let it be, right? That's not true. Okay, we put it out there, and if it's something we really want, we take actionable steps or inspired steps towards. We just, like, I love this. She's just like laying around looking at all these magazines and daydreaming about her work, but not doing anything to achieve those goals, right? We have to put that energy out in order to attract that energy to us. Even if it's little small things, it doesn't have to be ginormous things. It can be just little baby steps, but something that moves you energetically towards your whatever you're trying to manifest. So this is hilarious. I love it, love it, love it. We're going to dig into it. I brought my Harsh Truth deck out. This is the golden wheel here. And yeah, we're going to dig on into this. So thank you so much for being here. I know there's no judgment with this card. Okay, this is not judgment. So don't get mad and leave. I think we're just going to have a little bit of fun with this today. All right, because I think we're all guilty of it. So that being said, happy to have you on board. Thank you for showing up. I hope you are all doing well. It is a beautiful day here. I'm gonna go sit out in the sun. I might go out to the hook and sit by the water and watch the seals and maybe see some whales or some orcas. I don't know. They're around. There's dolphins out there too. So please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. You'll know if it resonates with you or not. Okay? Yeah. What you got going on? You know, and there's nothing wrong with daydreaming. Okay, daydream. I love to daydream. There's nothing wrong with it. But if it's something you really, really want, I mean, it does require some kind of action. Okay, right out of the gate, we have the Chariot. So this is overcoming obstacles. All right, this is in the nature of. So this is something that you need to overcome. You know, there are some manifestation gurus out there who will tell you to just, you know, think what you want, put it out there, and you'll get it. Okay, that's not really how energy. I mean, you have to take energetic steps towards what you want in order to attract that. You know what I'm saying. All right. So this is a card of overcoming obstacles and moving forward, right? In your energy, look at this. This is your you have community support around you, and you know it because it's in your energy, right? It's also a card of celebration, celebrating with your besties, right? So maybe you're with this like-minded group who sort of feels the same way about manifestation, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that because, you know, when we're in a group dynamic and we're all talking about our wishes, dreams, desires, right? It's okay. It's okay to do that. And I think our besties are really, really good at helping us take steps towards, right? So there's something with this, perhaps. We have the Seven of Cups coming out. So there's a lot of things that you want. There's a lot of things that you're probably wishing and dreaming about. You know, this is all possibilities, but the Seven of Cups can represent a fantasy world as well. Thinking about the things that you want, but sort of them being out of reach, right? Because we're not really moving towards them in any material world kind of way. And that is an important part of manifesting, of creating a world that we want to live in with the things that we want, and the people we want, and the places we want, and the situations we want, and groups we want, and yada, yada, you know what I'm saying. So maybe there's some confusion there. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you're fantasizing a lot about how you want to build your world. You're talking about it a lot with your community too. This is a card of action, okay? It's time to turn those fantasies, those wishes and dreams into something concrete in the material world, all right? it's time to take some steps. That's what this is about. I feel like you've got some really great ideas. It feels like that. So let's see. And this is part of this overcoming the obstacles, right? Now that you've daydreamed and you've thought about it and you've fantasized about it, now you're ready to start taking action. Yeah. Under the Chariot, when you start taking action, inspired action, actionable steps, that's something that's necessary, right? That's overcoming, because sometimes it's easy to get into this space of just fantasizing, and then not doing anything about it, right? The Chariot is overcoming that obstacle. When you do that, when you start taking some steps, some actionable steps towards what it is that you want, Two of Cups shows up for you. Okay, it's a soulmate connection. This person is going to be really, really important for you on the next leg of your journey. Sure, it can be, a romantic partner. It can be a business partner. It can be a bestie. Regardless, this person is going to be really, really important. Okay? Soulmate connection. Maybe that person has been waiting for you to start taking some action energetically so that they could come in. In your energy is the Tower. Okay, I'm not surprised, right? Because you are shifting energy here. You're going from, laying around, daydreaming to actually moving towards. You're gonna align with a new group of people. And yes, it's going to shake your foundation. That's what the Tower is about. It's going to happen real quick. Things are going to change real quick. But that's okay, because we rebuild, and we rebuild a foundation that's more in alignment of who we are now. This is such a shift, right? This could be something that happens so quick that people are like, they say things, they notice things, that something's different about you, and they say things like, oh, did you get a haircut? Oh, did you lose weight? Something's different, that kind of thing. It's going to do that. So this is in your energy right now, okay? You might be in the thick of it. You might be done with it. It might be just the beginning of it. Regardless, this is a gift for you, a gift of realignment, a gift for you to build a better foundation. Probably with new people. Yeah, you're going to need to meet some new people for this, right? Okay, that's way too many. Under that Seven of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Stay persistent. Whatever it is that you're about to take action on, it's good. Okay? Stand your ground. Don't let someone sway you away from your idea. Don't let someone say, oh, that's a great idea, but this is better. Excuse me. Wow. Confirmation sneeze. Stand your ground. That is a card of persistence. Love it. Justice is incoming. Yeah, those karmic scales are going to be balanced for you. Going to be balanced for you. You are overcoming obstacles. You are getting some justice, right? That's coming out underneath that Two of Cups. This person's meant for you. The situation is meant for you. You're meant to realign. You're meant to realign. You're meant to start moving. You're meant to get out of this comfy bed, even though it looks really nice, and start moving. The Hanged Man. All right, it's kind of a cosmic timeout. This is a card of do not pass go, right? You can't go that way anymore. So it's a card of enlightenment. It's really about kind of assessing your situation, right? Reevaluating your goals. It doesn't mean you have to give up your goals and your dreams. You don't have to at all. It just means that there's an acceptance that you can't move forward in the way that you've been moving forward. And then you pivot, right? Finding a new approach. Maybe it's a really creative, fiery, juicy one. Who knows? But this is understanding with this card. This is a shift. This is a mindset shift. And it's in your energy. Yep. Don't give up. Don't give up. This is beautiful. Beautiful for you. We have the Empress card coming out underneath that Seven of Wands, stand your ground energy. So yeah, you're heading for luxury and abundance, nature, beauty, right? All of those things. The Empress is a cornucopia of abundance. There's so much to share, right? This is what you're heading for. That is what you're heading for. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. I think this is pretty clear. You're just meant to step away from the fantasizing and daydreaming about whatever it is that you want and step into a place of action. And here's the Fool card. Yeah, you're getting ready to start. You're taking a leap of faith. You're getting ready to start a new journey, which is beautiful. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. You just hit a speed bump in the road of life. We have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, once you move forward, this Knight of Wands comes in and fans the flame on whatever it is that you're doing and pushes it forward, propels it forward, right? It drives your story. Drives your adventure. Okay? Yeah, you got some good stuff coming. I mean, your energy is like celebration, and you know, your world is getting rocked right now, but you have this understanding of why it's all happening. Seven of Wheels. Okay, there's something you've worked on really, really hard, even if it's just in your mind, right? You've planted a whole bunch of seeds. You have 3 sevens out here, by the way. I don't have my angel numbers book right now, so I don't know. Look up 777. Okay, this is important for someone, but this is a card of faith too. There's something that you've put a lot of time and effort into that hasn't like come to fruition. You're not seeing any results, right? Success or rewards from this hard work, but it is a card of faith. It's saying don't give up on it just yet. Okay, don't give up on it just yet. We have the Ace of Wands, so this is your wake-up call. Of course, with this leap of faith here, it's something new, and so it's a new beginning that's fiery and juicy and creative and passionate, and I love that it showed up for you. But it's a wake-up call. It's time. It's go time, right? It's like the roosters crow in the morning and wake everybody up. Okay, this is your alarm clock saying, get up. Time to go. Get up. Time to go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. Woo! Come back. Wow, that was like half the deck. Nope. One more card. Let's get one more card. One more card. Okay, we have the Knight of Wheels. Okay, so the Knights are action cards. So we have 2. Now the Knight of Wheels, Knight of Pentacles, moves a lot slower, but there's a lot of strategy. This is a knight that looks at the finer details, right? You're building a foundation in the material world, right? Pentacles are an earthly energy. It's grounded energy. This is the energy that helps build that foundation, right? Because you're going to have to rebuild. Your tower's coming down, right? This is the kind of energy you want for that. Very conscientious, mindful. All of that. Okay. And we have the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be some real clarity coming in. I love the Ace of Swords too, because it is a new beginning in truth and honesty and honoring the self, right? That sword pierces the veil into the material world and removes fear, doubt, confusion. So the path ahead is being cleared for you. Okay? You're going to be able to carry this Ace of Swords with you. Okay, pile number 2, that's your message. It's beautiful. Please hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated with you. And feel free to share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3, and your card of focus says stop. Oh, wait. Stop. Okay. She's taken a chip out of his bag. I don't even understand what the name of the chips are, and he's saying stop, right? And it says, if they're stingy with chips, stingy with love. Stop trying to save people who won't share their snacks. I don't know if that's really a true gauge of someone being stingy or not, but it might be worth an experiment, right? Let me say it again. Stop trying to save people who won't share their snacks, right? So this is about reciprocity, fairness, boundaries. It's about not giving too much to people who don't give in return, right? There's got to be an ebb and flow. Like, this is how the world works. Reciprocity. I treat you like a decent human being. You treat me like a decent human being, right? That's how that works. Okay. So if you have people in your orbit who wouldn't share their snacks, wouldn't share their chips, their snacks, whatever, something to think about, right? Something to think about. All right. Yes. Reciprocity, fairness, and boundaries. You got to set some boundaries. Okay, I have the Pulp Tarot, and we're going to dig into this message. So thank you so much for being here. Happy to have you on board. I hope you're all doing well. It is a beautiful day outside. This is my one full day off, so I am definitely going to be outside after this for sure. Anyway, so thank you for being here. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading for the collective. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, it's not meant for you today. And let's get into this. Feels like you've been given a little bit more than you've been getting, right? Yeah. Oop, come back. Okay. 9 of Wands energy, of course. Right? Man, this is a rough journey. But the 9 of Wands is such beautiful, resilient energy, right? It seems like a constant battle, though. It seems like everything's hard. Relationships are hard. Situations are hard. Work is hard, but they're all about learning lessons, and carrying those wisdoms forward with you. Okay. This is a card of, like, one of the things that we learn as the 9 of Wands is how to set healthy boundaries, right? And our card of focus talks about boundaries. This is about setting boundaries with people before it reaches a point where you're like, oh, yeah, I should have set a boundary there, right? Having your boundaries right from the get-go. So this 9 of Wands is actually teaching us how to do that, okay? In your energy is the Knight of Cups. So there is something coming towards you. There is an offer of love, a proposal, good news, something that this Knight is bringing in. Now, I like this card in this deck because it looks like there's a really strong headwind, right? This Knight is like struggling to move forward with this wind, but they are coming. So there may be some kind of a delay with this message, but it's coming, okay? It's coming, and cups are of emotions, so it's going to be a cup of love, fun, magic, all those things. And keep in mind, we have the 2 of Pentacles, so this is really about balance and harmony, like restoring balance and harmony in your world, right? Balance and harmony. We can't have balance and harmony if there's only one person in the relationship, or one person in the situation, or one group in the situation that is actually working towards the balance and harmony, right? So there may be something you need to walk away from here, is sort of what I'm getting. Under that Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, you know, when we're in such a fight mode, I mean, the Nine of Wands is a struggle, right? And it's easy to get into this fighting energy, you know, winning at all cost. Fight, 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 fight. We forget what we're fighting about. We forget what we're fighting for. Everything we fight, right? Doesn't matter what it is. So it is a 5. It is a breakthrough energy. So there is going to be some walking away from this. But it's interesting. You have this never giving up kind of energy, this resilient energy, but it's a bit fighty, okay? Maybe whatever this person, situation, scenario is over here is constantly a fight, right? It's exhausting, you guys. Why? Ah, look, we have the Four of Wands. I love the Four of Wands card. If you've watched my readings, you know. So it's a milestone marker, right? It's an achievement. You've crossed the finish line for something. It's something that you wanted and you achieved, okay? With this, especially with this message coming in, this proposal, this request, maybe it's, you know, having whatever it is for you in your situation, this is the party card. This is telling you, embrace that party spirit. You're gonna be invited to something. I think that's maybe what this message coming in, this invitation, possibly from this Knight of Cups. It's coming. It seems that then this is in your energy. Maybe you've already been invited to something. Go to it. Set aside expectations. Set aside the need to control the outcome. Set aside the notion, because you are going to meet someone here. There's going to be some sort of connection that's going to be important to you as you are moving forward and stepping away from this energy, right? Or working your way through this energy. There's someone here. You've heard me say it before. The trick is not to go there looking or expecting. Just go and have fun. Be free. This is the Four of Wands is a card of freedom. Freedom to just be for a little bit without worrying about anything, without searching for anyone, without expecting something, right? Go. You're meant to go. There's something that you're going to learn there, something that's going to happen there. You need to go, okay? We have the Knight of Swords coming out. Yeah, fast-moving energy. Something's going to move really fast, right? And this is in regards to going this party energy and also this balance and harmony, okay? Fast-moving energy. Going to cut right through the crap. The Knight of Swords rushes, that's something that rushes into situations. It seems sometimes like willy-nilly, but they're not concerned with the outcome. They're not concerned with the consequences. They just rush in. I think that's why this is showing up next to this party card, right? Don't worry about the outcome. I think that's really what this is saying here. Go. Stop worrying about the outcome. Stop, fantasizing about what's going to happen before you go. Stop fantasizing about people you're going to meet, right? Just leave it all behind and just free yourself of all of that mind stuff for a while. Underneath that Five of Swords, and you're going to be walking away from that energy and walking straight into the Three of Pentacles, right? This is a card of mastery. So there's something that you're mastering here, and it's a card of collaboration. So you're going to be moving away from whoever or whatever you've been fighting here into a situation of collaboration, okay? Into an energy that is in alignment with you, all right? This Four of Wands is going to be really, really important. You're going to be stepping away from the people who won't share their snacks and into a world of reciprocity and fairness and healthy boundaries, right? I am loving this. And now, honestly, I want some snacks. I don't think I have any snacks in the house. Oh, we have two. What do we get? Oh, my goodness sakes. Oh, yeah. You're going to be so redirected back to your wishes, dreams, desires, goals. You may have forgotten them because you've been in this fight, fight, fight energy, and the sun is coming out for you as well. Yeah, you're being realigned with your guiding light. The sun is coming out for you with all of this life force energy. This is in you. This is in your energy. I'm going to put them right there. And this is all around that Four of Wands. There is something there. Right? Go, go, go. If it's an invitation, you need to go. Something good is going to come out of it, right? Just remember, as I said before, and I know I repeat myself, leave the expectations at home. Stop trying to influence the outcome or force the outcome, because that's the energy you're leaving behind, is that Five of Swords. That's not going to help you with what's coming. Okay, you need to step away from that. Underneath that Knight of Swords, ta-da! Magician. Magician can transmute the energy and create physical manifestations, right? Manifestations in the physical world, in the material world. You have all the tools, the knowledge, the skill, the power, everything that you need to make it happen, Captain. This is the keep in mind pile, right? It's going to require a little bit of trust in yourself. I cannot believe the cards in your energy are just amazing. We have the Six of Cups coming round. We have the Six of Cups coming out here for you, and it is about memories, good memories, and typically something that's coming back around again. Maybe something that you forgot. Maybe someone is coming back around again. But this is good memories. Maybe this is past life energy coming back around again, right? Look at them sharing the flowers. This is reciprocity. This is how it should be. Maybe that's a cup full of snacks, right? Maybe they're sharing snacks. They're not sharing snacks. They're sharing snacks. Oh, this is such good energy, right? You are stepping away from whoever or whatever that situation is. You are having a bit of an epiphany that is it really worth the fight? Is it really worth the constant fight every day, every day, every day? Is it? No. You got better things. You got better things. And the Four of Pentacles. So there is something that you're hanging on to, right? Now, typically Pentacles are finances, investments, whatever. So maybe you've got to do some budgeting around moving forward. But this is also a card of holding on, right? And maybe you're holding on to something you shouldn't be holding on to. Let it go. Let it go. Time to let it go. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're afraid that you're not going to have the finances. You know, if this is a relationship and you share bills, or maybe you're paying more bills than the other person's paying, right? Maybe you're buying the snacks and then they're not sharing. I mean, there's something here. Maybe you're the caretaker. Maybe the other person or the other group or something about the situation has decided that you get to do it all. Ooh, something seems like that might have hit home. Time to be done with the people that don't share their snacks. Time to be done with the people that eat your snacks and don't share, right? Tell them to get their own snacks. It's time they get their own snacks and you walk away. Because someone's coming back around that likes to share. Sharing is caring. Yeah. You have an incredible inner strength, right? This isn't your external physical strength. This is your inner wellspring. This is control over those lower vibrational emotions, right? We acknowledge them and then we're like, okay, now I'm gonna like be the better person, right? This is courage. Lots of courage. Good for you. You can do this. I mean, obviously you can do this. There's so many amazing things happening for you. Go. If you get invited, go. Something good is going to come out of that, and I am not surprised. I think the Tower came out in all. Did it come out in all 3 piles? It did. This is you waking up. This is you being tired of being walked on, tread on, of being taken advantage of. That's what I'm trying to say. Others have so many expectations on you, and they take, but they're not giving. They're not giving back. They're not helping back. They're probably not even saying thank you. When we have those expectations and then we forget to be grateful and thankful in those situations, we become entitled. We think we deserve things that we probably don't because we're just being jerks, right? This character on this card's being a jerk because he won't share his snacks. You want people around you that share snacks. So the Tower card may be indicating a whole new shift up in your community, a shift up in a relationship, a shift up in a group, a place, right? You're done with being taken advantage of. Good for you. This is about you building a new foundation that's in alignment with you and being surrounded by people who are like-minded and loving and caring, and especially sharing their snacks, right? Sharing their snacks. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out here. I love this pile. I love this pile. Love this pile for you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Look at that. Nurturing, loving, caring. Okay, remember to practice some self-love as you're going through this, okay? You're gonna find some new besties that help support you through this, right? But I think this is you stepping into the energy of self-love, honoring the self. And by having healthy boundaries, that is honoring yourself. That is self-love. If you can't do it for yourself, you know, but you can, because we have the Queen of Cups coming. You're set. You're totally set. I love it. All right, pile number 3. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Smash that thumbs up button if this resonated at all with you. And feel free to share with your besties. I will see you next time.